It has been a long time, it feels like, since we've had a UFC event. But this Saturday, it is back. Thank God. I mean, I've always been one to moan about UFC putting on too many events, but I'll never do that again. It's been way too long. 2019, we still haven't had an event. But one is very close as TJ Dillashaw aims to become a champ. Aims to go down from 135 to challenge Henry Cejudo at 125. What a massive fight this is going to be. Henry Cejudo on the back of the massive fight against Demetrius Johnson. I'm looking forward to it. Guys, stick around as I preview this fight and give you my predictions. Welcome to the Sanderson Show. So where do I begin? Henry Cejudo ends the streak of Demetrius Johnson. Something that not many people foresaw coming. And he did put on a really good performance. I'll be honest, I still think Demetrius Johnson won that fight, but that's neither here nor there. That's for a different show, that's for a different time. And TJ Dillashaw in his last performance against Cody Garbrandt was just sensational. Just shut Garbrandt down and ended it in the first round, dominant as can be. And it set up this fight. Now when it was first rumoured that this fight was going to happen, we all thought Cejudo would move up to 135. We know TJ had been chasing the 125 division, especially when Demetrius was there, but we all thought Cejudo would move up. However, Dillashaw managed to get the fight that he wanted at 125, and the trash talking hasn't stopped since. Now, Cejudo's personality seemed to change quite a bit, and I don't know if it really suits him. I mean, I watched him on a Joe Rogan podcast, and he seems like a nice enough guy. Is he doing this just for boosting revenue and ticket sales, etc.? I don't know. TJ Dillashaw, on the other hand, has also been trash talking, but his has been a little bit more mild than Henry Cejudo's. I'm looking forward to this fight, and Chael Sonnen raised a good point in his podcast that Cejudo is the best amateur wrestler probably in the history of MMA, while TJ Dillashaw right now is probably the best MMA wrestler. And the reason I say, or the reason other people say MMA wrestler, is because he's able to combine it and use different ways to set up takedowns and control his opponents on the ground. Now, where it becomes fascinating is on the feet. Now, Henry Cejudo against Wilson Reis, he produced a fantastic performance on the feet. He was able to pick him apart. He used that karate style, that long style that Conor McGregor used in the early part of his UFC career, and it worked like a charm. However, he didn't use that against Demetrius Johnson, and for good reason. I think if he tried to do that against Demetrius, I think he'd have been picked apart on the feet. So he mixed up a lot of takedowns and tried to hold Demetrius Johnson down. But when it comes to TJ Dillashaw, he's got so many weapons in his arsenal. He can take you down, but his striking, his Muay Thai, and his fluidity, his range keeping, the way he's able to switch between stances is the only person, in my opinion, that rivals it is Dominic Cruz, which is why their fight is so fascinating as well. I just don't know if Henry Cejudo can keep up with TJ on the feet. But what makes another layer to this fight is, how is TJ going to look at 125? He's coming down from 135, but if there's one thing about TJ, we know he's extremely professional. So if anyone's going to be able to come down and make the weight and maintain their speed, power, he's the man to do it. But a lot of people are neglecting Henry Cejudo. Henry Cejudo is massive for the weight. He might be short, but he's bulky, he's a big guy. And he's missed weight at 125 before. So a lot's being made about TJ like making weight, but we also have to remember Cejudo has to make weight as well. So it's a fascinating sort of context to the fight and background story about the weight and who carries more power and who has the more skill. Prediction time. I'm going to go for TJ Dillashaw. Now, Cejudo I think is a fantastic fighter. He's brilliant. One of the best in that division, if not the best now that Demetrius has gone to ONE FC. However, TJ for me is just a special fighter. I think pound for pound, he's in my top 2, top 3. He's just a phenomenal fighter. His work rate is excellent. As I said, the way he's able to move between different techniques and different styles is one of the best in the world. Up there, well, it's either between him and Dominic Cruz in terms of switching stances and that movement, that fluidity. And then you've also got to think about his punches, his kicks, and his power. Henry Cejudo, we've only really seen hurt a few people standing. TJ pretty much hurts everyone he fights standing. So it's going to be really interesting to see how it all pans out. I'm looking forward to the fight. Hope you are too. Guys, let me know what you think. Is Cejudo going to stop TJ in his tracks, or is TJ going to become a champ? Guys, let me know in the comments below. And as always, thank you very much for tuning in to the Sanderson Show.